Coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Memphis Hounds and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Memphis Hounds and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They're losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Memphis ball club, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams.
And we drop you in here under the lights. First drive of the contest. Now they'll run it on the toss. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston sliding out of the pocket. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Winston, he's going to launch this thing. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline. We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Mike 42. 19. Check. Mike 42. I'm going to come back to you.
On 1st down, it's Graham. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And they ran out of it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do.
This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this 3rd down play? On 3rd down, Winston. The 20. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Play fake. Winston. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other. We drop you into the action here first half. This offense, they've been rolling. They're looking for more, though. And they've got the ball in the red zone. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We got this.
This offense has been clicking pretty good here in the first half. They've got the lead. They're looking for more with the ball in the red zone. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown.
This offense has been clicking pretty well here in the first half. They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here with a final drive in the second quarter? A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Vikings. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All through.
It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task.
Ready? Move ready. I got you.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now. And No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another. Fourth quarter, tight spot here. Kicking team down by 3. Going for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Memphis, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.